Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World, the Unity version, the test version of the new Rising World game that is expected to be released at some point in time in 2022. I think towards the end of the year. Thank you so much for the support on the Should We video. Play Rising World and give it a whirl and see what we've got going on so far. And so far, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to take this one here. This is the one I started. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. We're going to start from the beginning. And, try it out and see what we think of it. New World Survival. We've got the forests, of course, ores, trees, caves. All this stuff eventually will be here. But let's go ahead and try. There's a lot of stuff available in the game right now. It's just not a completed world yet. But we can create, load world. There we go. But we can come in and play with the blocks and stuff and see how things work. And are they different than they used to be? Are they the same as they used to be? How do things work? It looks like it's going to spawn me out here on this little bench. I'm going to start off by just grabbing up some materials and try that. This is the Rising World Unity version. Now, in order to get this, to play it, you need to go into your Steam page and bring up Rising World where you have it. Click on the play button there. And that's going to ask you if you want to play the new version. And that's where you can load the new version. If you go in through just your tab of Rising World, your shortcut, it's not going to work. You've got to go through your Steam page to get it going. Grabbing some rock. We don't have to do this. We could just go creative mode, but I thought this would be a little more fun and a little more interesting to watch. And I'm curious to see just how it looks and sounds on YouTube. I believe they gave us two tools, right? F again to pick up everything when it falls. The saplings and all that good stuff. We're going to take these guys right here. And we'll plant this closer to wherever we decide to build a little something. But I did want to come in and see, okay, is this... are the mechanics the same? I've seen a few people say they don't like the building mechanics too much. And I'm kind of curious to see how much they've changed. I don't think they've changed all that much, but we'll see. Number one. Grab a little bit of wood with us. And I don't want to take anything that's here in the world. We're going to make all of our stuff. Let's try it out and see what we think. Here's a nice iron node. Look at that bad boy. The sounds are incredible. They sound really good. I love it. And if you come in this test world, you do have things built and stuff, so you can go around and take a look at it and see how they look, how they work. There's weapons in here. There's glass bottles in here. There's things of that nature that you can kind of test out. But again, I'm more interested in giving us a kind of a rundown on this and see how it goes with just us in here doing everything. You still have a bit of mountain goat ability. It looks like on the side of the hills. A little bit. But I like the lumpy bumpiness of the world is gone, which I knew bothered some folks out there quite a bit. And it feels much more natural, which I think is really cool. It's great. Grabbing up all this here irons. Where should we build something? We've got a nice hill right over there. Maybe we build up on that hilltop. Last time I built, I just kind of followed the dirt road and landed at the end of it. This time I think I'm going to go ahead and pick a spot not quite so close to the little starting point they have there. Again, this is not a complete world. This game is very much under construction right now, but if you go to JIW Games' website, you can see exactly what they're planning on doing with the game, where they're at with it, what's coming, what's done, what's not done, what's been pushed back and is on hold, all that stuff. Here's a nice little valley right here we could do. This might not be a bad little spot. I'm hoping we can get our basic necessities set up today, in today's episode. And if there's good support for the series, we'll keep going and we'll build a little something and have fun with what we have of the game at the moment. We have no food, no water, none of that stuff is here. Eventually crops will be impacted by disease and bugs and things of that nature. I don't know that there's any weight limit in the game. Well, there will be, how much you can carry. I don't think that was a part of the old game. I'm not sure if they're going to have it in this game, but we'll see. But currently, there's not a whole lot you can... well, there's some things you can do in the game. The building all works, so we're going to give that definitely a whirl. Because that's what Rising World for me is. It's just a great, fun building game. The dungeons and all that stuff is going to come later. I'm wondering if maybe this is a good spot for a little place. It's just that down there is really where it just, there's nothing down there. That's the dead part of the world. Let's go up over this ridge here and see if we can find anything a little more interest up this way. We'll grab all these rocks on our way. So we have stone in our inventory, a little bit of iron in our inventory for some tools and things of that nature. Yeah. There's clothes, electricity, vehicles, all that stuff is coming in the future, which is going to be pretty cool. Maybe I should do another underground kind of bunker thing with the mine and then a structure on the outside of it. I mean, we could easily get a structure built in here all the way out to there. If we go off this ledge, what do we see out here? We got nothing but gray over there. You can see how the world is not finished. So we've got this chunk here to play in and take a look at and see what there is to see. But there's just a bunch of stone down there. I don't see any reason for us to really go down that way. Let's go back up here. I think we had a pretty good idea as to what we're going to do here. I feel like right up in here, if we dug straight into here, we could actually do a nice little entryway for some kind of a... This all works so much better. This all looks so much better. Do something like that right there, and then we can dig in. We're getting 1 stone per hit. That's it. Let's get ourselves a little bit of an entryway here. I'm going to record most of this and not take it out, just so you guys get a good feel for it, the sounds and everything else that go along with the game. I think maybe at this level right here would be good. Like that. Come in here like this. You can see the ground shaping around me. That works very, very well. Okay, we're going to do something like that right there. Now let's see if we can get our some workbenches going on. Let's go to E, workbenches. We need the primitive workbench first. Let's go ahead and craft that. We need 8 pieces of log. We have 18. All right, and then primitive smelting furnace. We need the primitive workbench in order to make that. Anvil, same thing. So let's get that workbench put down. Inventory. Back, I guess, escape inventory. Tab is inventory. Okay, you know, tab is in one place and then it's not in another. And then here you just need to use your arrow keys to turn things like so. Let's go ahead and get this. We'll set this up kind of in here if we can. Right click, hit F to access this bench, and now we can actually make our smelter. Anvil, we need 16 iron ingots to do it. Again, not everything is in here yet. Miscellaneous, we've got that. Vehicles, there's nothing there yet. Electricity, nothing there. Clothing, either. But medical, we've got a few things to try out there. Equipment, there's this stuff right here we could try to make. Weapons, of course. Tools, better tools down the road, always help. Furnishings, a few things here. 32 lumber, so we need lumber. Here's your different build pieces. Lots and lots and lots of choices. Look at that, huh? That's pretty cool. And then the workbenches, of course. We also need this workbench here. 32 lumber and 4 iron ingot. That's the standard workbench used to craft common tools Primitive workbench, very simple workbench used to craft basic tools. All right, so, and you can pick these up and move them, just so that's clear. Looks like there's going to be a search bar up here too. Let's type in anvil. There it goes, that's perfect. Compass. There we go. Light. There's all kinds of different lights. Very cool. Floodlight, what's that take? 16 iron plates on the modern workbench. Barrier light, 4 iron plates, modern workbench. Modern workbench, modern workbench. We have sort of a sconce that we could put together at the moment. All right, so we're going to need some iron. So we did make that furnace. Didn't I make the... Oh, I did. It's right there in my inventory. Number 5. I'll put this down here for now. Now, thing to keep in mind about the furnace is you got your fire slot right here, and then you've got this right here. Let's go ahead and hold F. And then to pick up, you have to hold down left click, hold down F, and then hold down F left click to pick it up. Let's start with this guy right here. Right click to drop it. And then let's actually go back in and grab that bench. We're going to put this stuff out here. I like the animation with the hands when I'm running. Again, hold down F, and then just hold down left click here. You can see the bar at the end fills up, and then we've picked that up. So this is our simple workbench right here. There we go, beautiful. General lumber. We need to get a few of those. Okay, we got that. And then if we come over here, you can see there's an output slot right here for the wood. If we go back into our inventory, I got that already, number 4. If I do number 4, you can see I put the log in there right there. What happened? Oh, number 5. Okay. Right clicking, drop wood in there. You can see the fuel meter going up. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. Okay, that's as far as I can go. And then we're going to go back into our inventory. We're going to take this stuff, the iron that we have, we're going to put it back down on number 4. We're just going to come in here and hit right click. Just drag right click across there and then hit F down here. Anywhere on the furnace you can hit F and it'll turn it on, and boom, that's good to go. Let's go back and get a couple more trees. And there, once the game is released, we're going to have trees that we have to plant, okay? You know, and then grow. So we are going to have to do that. Let's put those right there. In the meantime, what we got is we got these guys. So if you right click, you can just drop these guys down anywhere in here. If you want to try playing the game a little bit like, you know, a little more realistic, you could do that right there. A little bit more realistic. And then you can chop them down. Instead of just going into the, you know, the idea is to test this a little bit, right, for GIW games? And see how things are working. And so far, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how things do work. 1, 2 to chop the tree down. 2 more hits to make it turn into logs and saplings. And then bam, you got it. We want to make sure it works right, right? We want to make sure it works right. We do. Whew, it's 104 today. Those of you who don't know, I moved to the Phoenix metro area. We moved from where it rarely hits 90 degrees in the summer, up in the forest by Flagstaff, Arizona, to now down the Phoenix metro area, which yesterday, Sunday, was 108, which was a record, temperature-wise, that day. And today it's supposed to be 104. So far, it's not bugging me too much. I thought for sure I was going to just be like, oh, God, it's so hot. But so far, man, every time I go outside, I don't know. I feel like I'm super relaxed. I'm loving it. I like the fact that I'm not doing what I did for a living anymore, and I retired from radio because it was the news and it was depressing, and I just, God, you know, it gets to you after a while. Let's put those down there. And we're going to go ahead and put number 4 on. We're just going to drop these guys right down here again so they're not in our inventory. Get a little shade going on here. You know, around the smelter. Makes sense, right? All right. Really, how many trees do I have? I kind of wish the hot bar would stay up there so I could see exactly what it is I'm doing. I've got 24 sapling. Okay, that's good. We're going to be done with that right there. This guy here makes a little gurgly sound when this stuff finishes up. And what was it? What do we need for that new workbench? That next one, Canopy Shelter. Oh, really? 64 sticks, a drying rack, which is really cool to see. I'm super happy about that. We have a bonfire. 16 stone and 8 pieces of log. We could do that. Let's get the bonfire put up so we have light out here. Number 4. It's right there for now. We're going to go ahead and put it right here. Turn that on. There we go. I don't think it'll set the trees on fire, although it should. It's not looking too good right there. It's not where you want to be. And then we needed to... we were going to do... I would like to get the rake, the hammer, the sickle, and the scythe all made, for sure. Those would be nice to have. The hammer especially, because it does a nice job of leveling out the ground. Primitive stone axe, that's what we're going to start off with once the game is finished and up and running and all kinds of good. General, sticks, let's go ahead and make... Oh, I need lumber. Alright, and then sticks. There we go. And then a canopy shelter, I need 64 sticks. Ooh, boy, how many sticks do I have now? 52. Let's make this canopy shelter. Let's make this, okay? That looks pretty cool. Canopy shelter. There we go. I'm going to put this guy right down there. And canopy shelter, number 5. Let's pick this back up again. That's not actually in there. No, it's not. Okay, so let's put this back down here. Do that right there. And I think I'm going to move some of these trees back away from here so we can see what this thing looks like. This all works the same. I have to say the F key is far more responsive. I wish we could hold the F key instead of having to click it over and over again to pick things up. I think that would be a really nice, just a sort of a, you know, just make life better for us. Quality of life improvement to the game, because having to click F over and over and over again isn't the most fun thing in the world. You hear that? Did you hear the gurgle of the... I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know if it was loud enough. But this should be done smelting now. There it is. So you turn off the fuel because, of course, you're going to use it up. Now, one thing I did notice is that it takes now a little time. See, it's too hot to pick up. You can't pick it up right away. You've got to wait just a little bit. Not too long. Let's get the next batch going. That works so nice. Just right click it right in there. And we got the shelter set up. Furnishings. What do we need for an old chest? 32 lumber, huh? Let's get a chest going too. You can see down here, you can also adjust what you want right through here, but crafting the item like this goes pretty dang fast. Oh, I need to make that chest though. Furnishings, chest. Oh, I need the workbench first. Okay, so that's what we're working towards, this workbench right here. Primitive workbench. We could do that. 4 iron ingot. There we go. All right. Let's get this guy down next. Number 5. Okay. I'm going to put you underneath this canopy as well. Went the wrong way with it. That's okay. And we're using the arrow keys, of course, to get that to move. And let's see, does that line up with that? It sure does. Well, if I had the right tool here right now, I could adjust the ground and make it flat for us to do this, but I don't have that just yet. Furnishings, tools, wooden rake, 16 sticks, a sledgehammer. We can make that. Let's make the sledgehammer. The sickle, I need some sticks, I need some scythe, I need some sticks. Okay, so I need some sticks. Let's go to general. Let's make a few more lumberers, make a few more sticks. Let's go back to tools, and we're going to make that and that. Oh, I'm out of iron ingots. Okay, what about this, though? I can make the rake. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at these guys right now. There's the rake. There's the sledgehammer. Oh, do I have I made two? Pristine, pristine. Oh, look at that. It's got a level of how good it is. I didn't know that. Pristine, pristine, pristine. Maybe the tools are going to wear out and we're going to have to make new ones or repair them. That would be fantastic. So if we left click on the ground here, we're going to knock the ground down a little bit, as you can see. See the ground dropping? Just like that. And then I think if I take my hammer, put that on number 5, this might only work on the stone and not on the dirt itself. Let's pick this up. And we'll put this back down here. Yeah, it's looking a little sloppy out here, but we'll give this all a much better go around here. We're just trying it out, seeing what we think of it. So far, so good. Now, I don't believe I could put grass. Can I pick this up? It's not letting me pick that up. There it goes. Now, if I go page down, page up, I think if I come in here and let's say I hit control, because I would like it to come down. Now, if I hit control, that's going to stay there. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. This is how the building mechanic works in Rising World. So if I hit control, you can see that's already not looking good. Not looking good at all. I can do page down like so. And then I can I need to rotate. Oh, I just stuck it in the ground. All right. Let's try that again. I'm trying to get a look at whether or not it's level or not. That looked a little bit better there than it did before. Okay, I'm going to hit control again and page down. Bring all those posts into the ground, like so. Right click. Now that looks a little bit better. Now if I bring back the rake, not great. If I right click, I can bring that ground back. Try to get that to build up around that pole right there. We're almost to it. Now we are. We're on it. So I feel like that's pretty good right there. And we've got our kiln and stuff like that over here at the moment. Eventually we'll dig a hole in the ground, or dig a hole in the side of the wall there, and we'll get everything kind of put inside there. What's else in here? We make the sickle and stuff. Extra hammer. There's that gurgle sound of this stuff all being taken care of. Let's grab the irons. Nope, I don't want that on. before. Boom, back on it goes. There we go. We're going to go ahead and make a scythe, a sickle, and oh, I need 4 sticks. General, lumber. Let's go back to sticks again. Also, my mouse is moving really slow in here. I don't know why, but it is. Tools, sickle, and a scythe. So we can take a look at those and see how those work. Oh, I got 2 of those. Okay. I wonder if it's holding on to what I've already told it to make. All of a sudden the mouse is just not working too well here. It's probably on my end. Now, this guy here, if I right-click, there's no right-click option for the scythe, the sickle anymore. Just a left-click. When you right-clicked with it before, you would get some grass pieces back so you could replant them elsewhere. This will clear out a little bit of area. Now, if we go to the scythe, it should clear out a much bigger area. Number 5. There's no right-click on the scythe yet either. The scythe, I don't think you ever got anything back when you used it. It was the sickle that you would get a little bit of grass back when it came time. Ooh. Piece of candy. I'll take that. I bet you could get 2 of these next to each other, huh? You could add them together. Furnishings. Workbenches, general. Canopy Shelter. 64 sticks. Lumber. Sticks, 64 it said. 64 sticks. Sticks. There we go. Let's do that. Let's make another one of those. And we'll see if we can set these guys side by side. Are they going to snap, or is it something we have to kind of look at and see? Let's do that, and let's put you right down there on the rake. The rake works, the sickle works, the scythe works. There's just no right-click options on there, that's all. Now, is this something I can put right next to this one? Well, not without it looking really weird, huh? Okay, if I hit Control, and I left arrow key that over, I should be able to do that. Arrow key up to move it away from me. Something like that. And if I click it and then I go back and I grab my rake, I should be able to bring this ground up underneath here. And hopefully this will be good. There we go. That one's now, it's not touching. Not touching at all. It's not touching. That's not touching either. Still right-clicking, trying to bring all this ground up. Sometimes you got to backtrack. The ground looks better too. You see all the different sticks and the debris in it? That looks pretty good. Okay, that one underground now, finally. Just need to see if we can bring up that piece of ground right there. Now if I push this edge out, it should fill this in nicely. Like so. Not really going to let me do that down here. I like the ground is very different now. There's all kinds of different pieces of debris and stuff like that and stone in there. That took a lot of work, I bet, to do. I can't walk through. This side is because I'm so close. It's all concuwampus. It's alright. We'll do something nice on the inside of the hill. Right now we're just kind of getting a workstation put together here. Just a little work area. Oh, sounds like our metal is done gurgling away. I'm going to have to check my mouse settings on here and find out why all of a sudden I'm moving super slow. I could do this like this here. The other thing you do is put down stone foundations and it would work just great. Let's turn that off and we're going to move this workbench one more time. Okay, we've got you in our inventory. I'm going to go ahead and put you right here. Turn you just a little bit. There we go. That's perfect. I don't want to pick that up. Oh, that's, you know what? I also noticed this too. When you hold this down, take all ingots. Pick it up. Ignite. You can do all of that by just holding down F. So I can go hold down F. Oh, never mind. That didn't work. There we go. We'll just do that. You can hold down F, though, and you'll be able to pick up all that stuff. Look at this. That canopy looks awful. Let's try that again. Sun's going down. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. That is beautiful. Let's do this, and let's get you put right there. And number 4. Oh, that looks much better, doesn't it? Let's go control. What control does is it holds the thing in place for you. So you can move it around, just micro move it. Just a little bit at a time. I think I like that. It's a little bit out of the ground over here. We're going to do that right there. And I'm going to grab that rake back again and try to bring this up again to make it kind of fit. Go out over the, you know, be part of that log right there. Looks like it grabbed into the ground there. It's not hovering over the ground. Now we have a double canopy with a workbench area underneath it. That's nice. We're protected. Primitive shelter. What do I need there? 32 sticks, huh? Can I just make some sticks? What do I have in my inventory? I have 26. I don't even need to make that many. 32 sticks. So let's just make a few. And let's get this primitive shelter. And let's see if I can we sleep the night away at the moment? I don't know if we can or not. Again, we're going to turn this with the arrow keys and snap it into place. I can sleep the night away. This is fantastic. All right, wake up. Boom. Daylight. Okay. Success, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We've got ourselves a little place right now going on. We must have run out of fuel in here. Fuel is 0%. Okay, so let's get this tree out of here. And a few more of you guys. There we go. Get you out of here. Get you out of here. There we go. Okay, we've got... Oh, this looks different too. Look at the big logs and stuff in here. Some different size sticks and everything. That looks nice. That's a good idea. You know what? This is not... Can I take all of these? No, they're not ingots. These are raw ores. However, we can pick this guy up and move him underneath the shelters, at least kind of under the shelters. It will be a little more organized here, I think. If I hit enter, modular snapping now takes place. So then this thing clicks onto something that it could actually, you know, attach to, like it almost wants to attach to that workbench. You could do that. We don't want that. Is not supported. Modular snapping is not supported for this piece of equipment you're trying to place. I do want it to sit kind of right here, I think. It's a little crooked, huh? That'll work, though. That'll work. And we need some lumber. And we're going to right-click in here. There we go. Oh, boy. We're going to make it to 100% this time? We did. Okay, beautiful. And then we also want to drop our iron on. That's not too shabby. We cooked up quite a few pieces of iron. Also, let's go back to the workbench. Furnishings. What do we need for this guy right here? 32 lumber. Okay, general. 32 lumber. There we go. Back to furnishings, a chest, and craft. The thing I thought was kind of interesting about this item right here, these items, number 4. That's the standard size of it, right? That's the standard size of the chest. There's the latch right there. Now, if I hold Shift and up arrow key, you can see I can make that chest a little bit fatter. I could also go this way with arrow keys, left and right, and I can make that chest bigger or smaller. I think that's interesting that I can do that with these items right here. So, I mean, you can make a great big fat storage chest like that, which I think is really cool. But let's go ahead and do this right here. They are. I've got salespeople coming to my house. I haven't had salespeople coming to my house in years. I just don't like it. But man, everybody and their mother wants to sell me a security system, despite the fact I have one in the house already. They just want to sell it. I don't get it. Let's do this here. We'll put that down right there, and then we can actually take and double click on this stuff, and it goes right in the inventory. We'll throw that extra hammer in there. Those extra trees, extra saplings can go in there. All that stone can go in there. Iron. Extra this and that I've made. I don't know why I made extras, but there they are. We have a hammer. We have a sickle. We have a rake. And we have a scythe. I'm thinking about answering my door and telling them to go away. Alright, there we go. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. There we go. We got ourselves a little encampment going on. We've tried out a few of the things in Rising World, but there's a lot more to try, and I'm hoping you guys will hang out with me, and we'll try to build a little something here. Any ideas as to what you'd like to see me build? I mean, we've built houses, we've built barns, we've built taverns, we've built all kinds of different things, but what kind of structure would be appropriate right in this area right here? Let me know. All right, and then I do plan on recording a second episode right away, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because we do have somebody coming by to network the house for the internet. So that might not happen today, but I've at least got an episode up, ready to go for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share on the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Look at that, little camp, our little camp.